Salmoriglio. I ran out of options. Hey, Milk Street. Salmoriglio, which I said wrong. Salmoriglio is a Sicilian lemon, garlic, and oregano sauce that is amazing on everything. It's just sort of a deliciousness that should float around your table. We're gonna use it today to make roast chicken, and so we're gonna char our citrus, which is one of my favorite techniques for making sort of cheater preserved lemons. So let me show you how we're gonna do this as we make Sicilian salmoriglio and slash chicken thighs. So first we need to maximize the lemon. This is a very lemon forward sauce. So first of all, we want to use the lemon zest. We want about a tablespoon. Give it a little attitude, you know? So then you want to cut off the bottoms and the tops of your lemons and then cut them in half. This is because they're going to go in the oven with your chicken and char, and this lemon juice is magic. But so that they sit flat, you want to take the bottoms and tops off. To this base, which we're going to divide up to layer our flavor, we want to add a teaspoon of dried oregano. We're going to add fresh oregano later, so the lemon zest, lemon juice, dried oregano, fresh oregano. We love using a slim ingredient list, but using a lot of it and thinking creatively about how to sort of maximize those flavors. Okay, here's 2 garlic cloves, minced, grated, however you want to pound them down into the finest paste possible so that they're sort of evenly distributed throughout everything. A teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, or just some good cranks from your pepper mill. This is good. And then we're going to take a tablespoon of it and put it in a large bowl. Save that for our chicken in a little bit. And we're going to put 4 tablespoons of olive oil, which is a 1/4 cup, in here. And this will become that salmoriglio, that beautiful sauce, but it needs the charred lemon juice. So we're just gonna set this aside. Okay, so into this big bowl, we're adding just 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Now the extra salt and pepper. Same proportions, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper. If you can get good quality black pepper, it's one of those spices that you actually should spend a little extra money on because it's amazing, and always buy it whole and crack it. The pre-ground stuff is just dust, and I don't like to add dust to my food. We're also going to add in a tablespoon of honey. All right, so now we have this very thick, aromatic, honey, lemony, oregano-y, black peppery sauce that we will add our chicken to in a second. The other key step to this recipe is to slash your chicken thighs. So then what we're going to do is we're going to make slices right down to the bone, running parallel. This does a few things. One, it exposes more surface area for browning. The chicken's going to cook a little faster that way too. And some of the sauce flavors are actually going to get under the skin. This is a great technique for any flavoring. It does not have to be this amazing lemon sauce. Hands, best tool. Get in there. Make sure every piece of chicken really has a lot of this honey and lemon zest and oregano. Make sure it's on the chicken skin, in the slashes. All right. Then put it on your roasting sheet. Make sure there's room between the chicken thighs so they can brown. They need air to dry things out to jumpstart the browning process. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands, and then I'm gonna put this in a 475-degree oven for about 20 minutes until the thighs register at 170 degrees. This looks beautiful, it's perfect. Okay, so we have a bed of watercress, which is gonna be bitter and bright and a little lemony. It's gonna be a really great contrast to how rich and gorgeous this chicken is. I want this piece right here, this little curved over skin piece, that's mine. Let's talk about charred citrus. Be careful, because they are piping hot. Look at that, see all that caramelized, brown, delicious chicken, fatty, lemony awesomeness? We're gonna squeeze it right into our sauce. You could measure it, but you don't have to. Be gentle, because they're super soft, and if you juice this too quickly, you'll end up with it in your face. Delicious sauce, not a delicious facial. All right, charred citrus. It is fabulous in any vinaigrette where it calls for fresh citrus, but you want to just make it a little mellower, a little more sultry. It's like the sexy grown-up cousin of fresh, perky citrus juice. This is a really bright, in-your-face, lemony, garlicky, fresh oregano dressing. Speaking of the fresh oregano, you need to put a tablespoon in. I like a lot, so I'm adding more. That's probably 2 tablespoons, at least. And then this is the Salmoriglio. God, I just want to jump in there and swim around. It's so aromatic and beautiful. So this could go on roasted vegetables. It could go on fish. It could go on steak. It could be a salad dressing. You just drizzle this on top while the chicken is warm, and we're gonna let it rest for a few minutes. This is when you add your liquidy flavor. Remember, don't marinate beforehand. It's a waste of ingredients. You're just throwing it all down the drain. But if you add this gorgeous sauce now, wait a few minutes, the chicken's really gonna have the ability to absorb more of that flavor. This is beautiful. If you have any lemon halves that you haven't squeezed, you can add them in. All right, there you have it. Slash chicken with Salmoriglio, that Sicilian lemon and oregano sauce that you're gonna wanna put on everything. This is summer on a platter.